Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Look at the space here, and real chance! An early chance there, first of the game.
Oh, it was a first touch to die for, and it set him up beautifully.
Nicely aimed pass. India have it back and can go again. Roberto Baggio. Now it's Roberto Baggio. There's the hit! And one more try! It's there!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
With a predatory goal.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Eze. Nicely weighted ball. Looking for the run. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Van Bouten makes the interception. That's a lovely, neat pass. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Kawasaki Frontal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Suarez unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, nicely intercepted. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Beckenbauer promptly onto that, and that is that. Mbappe. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. The fullback is in acres of space here. Oh, has a goal! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Roberto Baggio clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? It's their second corner of the game. Now this could be a chance. There's the shot! No, not quite. Luis Suarez, Costa Curta deals with that comfortably. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Costa Curta cuts it out. And here's Baggio. Now it's Rivaldo. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. And the shot! Couldn't squeeze it through. And the first half is done. And it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Number 28,
India happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
India definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Julie. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! He's missed, but not by that far.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Maldini gathers from the goal kick. And it's Baggio. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Darren Fletcher. And the pass is intercepted. Cantona. Now it's Eto'o. Well, there's a probing ball.
Eto'o, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And Torres!
The attendance for this match was 70,987. Substitution.
Oh, he's found him in space. There's some great running on show here, but got a shot away. Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
Substitution on the field. Number 11.
Kawasaki Frontale can make their change now with a break in play.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that. Kawasaki Frontal showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Bayer is there to clear. Just about up to 75 minutes. Roberto Baggio. And again they run up. Totti! And he hits the net. And there's the goal they've been looking for. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Well, they've got it again. A searching ball that into space. Chips it through.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
Well, little question, but this is the box office game at this level today. Thank you for joining us. You've made a very good choice. There's so much resting on the game. It should be a cracker. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. And already we're underway here. It's Maradona! What a wonderful goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
India finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
India clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
India clearly should have gone for the...
Cristiano Ronaldo! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Cristiano Ronaldo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
India are looking to go forward now. Maldini. He's in plenty of space here. And the shot! Had a swing, but it wasn't to be.
That's unlucky. The idea was really smart from me, and he's had a good go at it.
Corner number 2 then. Bellingham. And here's Bellingham. Lovely bit of skill. It's a good foot in there. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Rummenigge. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. India are behind here, despite their domination of possession. Thinks one through. Might be danger here. Shapes to shoot! Yes! They've come back. They've come roaring back. This is becoming quite a game.
Well, his movement is all based on fine margins, and the timing of his run then was ideal.
After 27 minutes is number
And that has
14.
added a whole new complexion to the game.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
He's played him through. De Bruyne. Bellingham. Belletti. Now Costa Curta. Darren Fletcher. Oh, red. Nice interception. Hernandez kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Bastoni. And it's Neymar. Rummenigge. Neymar. Roberto Baggio. Bastoni makes the interception. And here's Mbappe. Picked out brilliant. Can he finish? It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, what has happened here? Now the finish! Darren Fletcher. And that'll be the last act of the first half. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's 1 each. Reflections on the first half?
Well, we thought this would be close, Peter, and it's proving us right so far. They're well matched, and it presents a fascinating battle of wits to see. who'll emerge on top or otherwise.
So both teams heading off for the break. An interesting game has brewed up here, hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but the score at half-time is 1-1. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Could be danger. Big chance! There it is!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Cristiano Ronaldo really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
India take the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Now it's Mbappe. Brilliantly cut out.
India showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
649.
Rummenigge. Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Rummenigge has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Substitution on the field. Number 9.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number 21. Mbappe.
Bellingham.
Number 7. De Bruyne.
Quality ball.
Coming on the field. Number 22. Messi.
João Cancelo.
Number 18. Dennis Law. Number 25.
Law.
Erling Haaland.
Neymar.
Number
Pass
23.
was just off target.
Pep Guardiola.
Messi. Some good work on the right flank here. Oh, nicely intercepted. Now can he find a finish? He's had a hit! He's scored! And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike. The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Well, this is a well-rehearsed drill. As soon as possession is regained, the commitment to attack is lethal.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Haaland is herring after that one. He's had it taken off him, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
That has been cut short. Messi, oh, good-looking ball. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Messi. He's shifting through the gears here.
There will be 3 minutes at a
Board
time.
shows there will be 3 extra minutes. And he's whipped it across. Oh, it's come loose. The whistle has gone, and it is all over. A statement win on a crucial day, and now major... So without question, it is one of the most awaited, most anticipated days on the footballing calendar. So many teams, so many ambitions, and only a handful will go forward to achieve those ambitions. That is the nature of our fascinatingly competitive game. And expectations are rising, and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. We have already started here. Roberto Baggio. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. The Dutch introduced total football to the world, and in many ways, Ruud Gullit is the perfect example.
Well, he really could play in any position.
Yes, he started as a sweeper and showed that he could play anywhere in midfield and in...
And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Got nowhere to hide after that one. And now a sudden chance to counter. Belletti. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
India are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Oh, he's found support out wide. Beckham. Oh, smashing header! Could be danger here. This time, surely. That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's their second corner of the game. And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Got a shot away! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, the work rate to win the ball back was fantastic, and it set up the opportunity. That's great effort.
And it's Beckham. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Messi. Mbappe.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Some good work on the right flank here. Shot at goal! It's anyone's ball now. Knocks it back.
I would think that was the wisest choice.
Totti. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Eto'o. Messi. And it's Messi. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
There's the delivery. Van Dijk gets it away. Now it's Mbappe. He's picked his way through. Played back in. Mbappe! Decent enough try.
Mbappe certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Beckham. Now it's Gullit. And he's lost. And the finish! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
So, third corner of the game. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Corner number 4 coming up here. Roberto Carlos with the short one. There's that hit! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
And this could be the final action of the first half. And it's been taken short. And it's Beckham. Pirlo in with the challenge. And we hit half-time. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, this has proved a very frustrating day so far, especially for the strikers. Nothing has been created for them. I think the service has been extremely poor.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
India really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind here. Upping the intensity and the tempo will be their starting point.
Costa Curta. And here's Torres. He's having a go. Terrific effort, just off target.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Rodri. And here's Hullet. Can he finish? It's there! Just the pick-me-up the whole game needs! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
The attendance for this match was 71,000.
So the first goal of the game. Or whatever the manager... And Beckham! Very nicely done. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Up he goes! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
No, that's been intercepted. Pirlo. Mbappe. Bullet! He has done it! Two to the good! They have breathing space!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
So that's two now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Well, this man's contribution is, as you would expect, proving terrific.
Well, having that sort of player...
Messi! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
And he could have eased the pressure on his team by taking them within one of an equaliser.
And Del Piano! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Substitution in progress.
The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? And it's Fletcher. And now they can spring out of defence. And he welcomes it in. Big header! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And surely that settles it. What a great header, got plenty on that.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
A case now of complete control. And time is up. India cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling